Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today at LegoCon, the highly anticipated new Sanctum Sanctorum set was finally revealed. This is set number 76218. It has 2,708 pieces, and it'll retail for $250 when it releases on August 1st of 2022. I already filmed this whole video, and then I have to refilm the first half because my audio was messed up. So I apologize if I miss anything on the build because like my super in-depth thoughts had to be deleted. So first off, I really like this build overall. When they pulled the sheet off of this thing at LegoCon, I was really impressed. I don't know what it is. I just feel like it's very well proportioned, which you would expect from a $250 modular style set, because this is the second Marvel modular after the Daily Bugle. But I don't know. I was really impressed when they pulled it off. I really like the colors that you see here. You know, the sand green is perfect. I love the nougat. And I think there's just a ton of great detail all around this set. I really like the way these trees are built using these like, I think these are Technic rods, or are they? No, sorry, these are candlestick pieces. And then these like seaweed pieces in tan. Instead of using like the ingots like they did on the Infinity War Sanctum, they're using like just tiles and then like these angled parts. So I think all of that looks really great. We have a lot of good detail here, you know, like with the newspaper, the dumpster, the lamp posts. And overall, I'm just really pleased with this. I really like the way that little circular window is built. You've got like clear rods to pose minifigures. And I really like that new print for the window because it looks like brownish here, but it's actually like a metallic bronze. I also think that this is one of the worst renders I've ever seen on an official Lego set. Like, bricks are not, like, these bricks are matte textured like that, but none of these bricks have, like, that kind of fuzzy texture. And everything here just looks so fake and, like, bad. I think it's, like, kind of marring, like, the impression of the set. But when it was like shown in person at LegoCon, it looked really great. You know, like that's not anything wrong with the quality of the set. It's just that I don't think that this is a great picture for Lego to be positioning, you know, as the main picture. And this is, you know, the Infinity War Multiverse of Madness crossover, which is why we have Infinity War figures up here. And the only other like gripe I have with the building, like just from the exterior before we start getting into interior details, is it is a corner building. And I get why. You know, the Sanctum is a corner building in the MCU. But I just don't love this like edge. So because it's got like this rounded angled edge. But then it's like missing it on the other side because the Sanctum is like a whole building, you know. It's got like these two like angled edges and then like the main part. And for the Infinity War set, Lego just made the main part and didn't make the angled sides, which is fine. But in this set, they've just made one angled side and not the other. So to me, that's really awkward because it makes it look like just like a fifth of the Sanctum has been sliced off. And I feel like you can really see it in this image. It looks like they've just like sliced a fifth of the Sanctum off of the left. And I don't like that. I wish that they had, you know, positioned this more in the center and like finished that off. But I get that there might not have been enough room to do the whole thing, you know, like at this scale. But to me, I don't know, like this is supposed to be the definitive Sanctum, so it shouldn't look like someone took a knife to it and just like sliced a bit of it off. The last thing I want to mention on the exterior, because I'm going to save most of the minifigure discussion for later, but I think it's really nice that, you know, we have these posing pieces, but it's really stupid that none of the minifigures get printed spell dishes. They're all just like the regular transparent ones, and I really wish that Lego would go back to using the printed ones from, you know, like from the 2016 Doctor Strange set, because we haven't seen it since then. But anyway, onto the interior. I love the interior on this set. I was really impressed when it was pulled off at LegoCon. Here is like the little museum at the top floor of the Sanctum. I like how it's got, you know, like the little stairway skylight there. I don't know what everything in here is, and there aren't a lot of great pictures. Like, you can't see the other side, but this thing's just crammed full of stuff. There's Monkey Kid's staff in here for some reason, which I think is funny. I don't know what the black skeleton is supposed to be, but it kind of reminds me of the souls of the damned that, like, possessed Strange at the end of Multiverse of Madness. I like the photos of Wong and Mordo, and I'm sure that there's a ton of other details that we can't see. There's also this thing, which has been in, like, every Doctor Strange set and every Sanctum set that Lego has made. This is my favorite room in this set, though, like the middle floor, because this is the library, and it's got this really cool, like, sliding door feature, you know, from those doors that could take you into, like, the different biomes. There's a little reference to Doctor Strange 1. There's a ton of cool knickknacks. Love the Lego apple. And there's a staircase. And I really like how there's room for Gargantos on the inside because you can. I forgot to mention this, but these sections are modular. Like these little wall sections, you can switch them around. Um, and so you can see Gargantos coming out of the wall over here. But yeah, there are like 3 of these sections and you can rearrange them. You can switch them around however you want. And so I really like how Gargantos, like there's room for it to come through even on the interior of the sanctum. I think that that's a really nice touch. Love the brick built books. I don't think there's a Darkhold there though. And we've got a couple nice chairs. And then the main floor, this is kind of like a scene from No Way Home. I love the staircase. That looks great. I really like, again, there's just all of like these little knickknacks. And this lifts off and there's like even more detail underneath. You can see another one of those sling ring portal sections right there. And then I like how there's Strange's like medical degree on the wall. And then there's a picture of him and Wong in the mountains. That's really cute. And I like these doors. They seem a little bit like thick at the back with like the curves and stuff. But yeah, I really like the interior. I like how open and airy it is. It's very much, like the Sanctum. And I'm just really glad that, that Lego got that all in there. And yeah, so that's the section that lifts up, like the little section behind the stairs. But I don't know what's here because like Lego doesn't show it in the photos. And I didn't really see what was back there at LegoCon. But overall, I'm really, really impressed with the interior on this set. So here's that sliding door feature I was talking about. I really like how this is built in because I kind of thought you'd just be able to swap like different pieces, kind of like with the Ninjago City billboards. But this is way cooler because you just slide these switches on the outside, and then it moves these wall panels in front. Now, I don't love the aesthetics of this. Like, I like that you actually slide something and it moves, but I wish that they were actual just like doorway pieces. Because I don't think that this looks as good as it should be if it was just like a sticker on like a window pane that was put into a door. But again, that's a pretty minor complaint. This is where like those zealots were thrown out in the first Doctor Strange movie. These are mountains, so maybe they're the Himalayas, like where Kamartaj is, near where Kamartaj is, because Kamartaj is in Nepal. And then over here, this is the Dark Dimension. This is an awesome reference. I love seeing this art on a Lego sticker. And you have a figure looming back here, and I thought it was Dormammu, but it actually looks like the Watcher because of like those little like cuts in the cape. So that's kind of interesting because the Watcher was not in Multiverse of Madness, even though he should have been, so that doesn't really make sense. So you can see this thing's like 13 inches tall, so it's pretty, it's pretty well sized for a modular building. And this is just, more box art stuff with a look at everything. And yeah, I think Strange's cape is dark red because that's very clearly dark red on the box. So I'm going to be very, very happy if it is dark red. And here's some lifestyle shots. Maybe this will actually answer my Strange cape question. No, it won't because, oh wait. I don't know. It looks regular red there. Maybe the box is lying to me. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter this much. I'm just interested in it. This gives you a really good look on the outside of the Sanctum. When I saw Gargantos coming out of the Sanctum at LegoCon, I think that looks really cool. But if I connect it to something else, I'm not going to be able to do that. So that pretty much does it for the build. Now let's talk about the shitty minifigures. First up, Ebony Maw. Garbage. We do not need another Ebony Maw, especially not without Cull Obsidian. This is a waste of 2 prints, and he doesn't even get leg printing. So that's an unfinished minifigure in a $250 set. Yeah, throw the whole thing away. Iron Man Mark 50. I'm pretty sure that this is all new printing because that arc reactor looks different. And let me say, I love this helmet. I'm not sold on these helmets. I do have the Iron Man Armory set. I'm not sold on the helmets for the figures in that set. But for the Mark 50, this looks absolutely perfect. Like, I'm really pleased with how that came out. Did we need another Mark 50 in this set, though? Absolutely not. We did not need, again, to waste prints on this. Then Spider-Man. Again, this Spider-Man looks incredible. It's amazing, but it's also extremely, insanely similar to the very good Stark Suit Spider-Man minifigure that we got for many years. And once again, I'm pretty sure this is all new printing. I'm pretty sure it's a new design, but even if like the torso isn't a new design, it's still a new print because the Stark Suit hasn't been in production since 2019. Lego pieces don't stay in production for like 3 years if they're not in any sets. I think usually it's like 1 or 2 years while the set is being made, but a set with him has not come out since 2020. So again, this is an utter waste of printing budget. Then you have Infinity War Wong, who looks fine, but I do not like this face for him. I don't think it looks good. I have hated this face on every Wong minifigure that they've put out since like fall of 2021. Yeah. I'm not a fan of this face. Torso print is great. Again, no leg print. Very, very stupid. This is a $250 set. I don't want to be seeing unprinted legs. Then we've got Sinister Strange, who looks good, but I don't like that hairpiece choice for him. I think that that hairpiece looks very bad on him. But I like the torso print. They made it line up with an existing leg print, so that's cool. I like the hollowed out eyes. And yeah, I think that's a different skin color for him. Yeah, that's like a different skin color for him. So I like that because it makes him look like even more like gaunt. Then we have Mordo. I don't love that torso color for him, actually. I feel like it would look a lot better if he was a dark green color with like all of this sand green printed on. But with him all in sand green with a sand green cape, that sand green cape is really cool, by the way, but it kind of makes him look like he's in a onesie. And again, no leg printing. Like, what the actual hell? This is one of the most detailed like outfits in the MCU, Mordo's like Multiverse of Madness outfit, and there's no leg printing. Like, come on. Love that new hairpiece. I can't even tell if it's a new face, but I feel like it's not. I feel like that might just be the Phastos head, which is really stupid because Mordo does not look like that. Then we have Dead Strange, and this is a great figure. New prints all around. Very glad that we got, leg printing. Pretty gruesome thing for Lego to be depicting, but the hairpiece is stupid because this guy had white streaks on his hair. You know, if you've seen the movie, you know that this is just Defender Strange's dead body. He had white streaks in his hair that Lego didn't bother to print, and I just think it's so freaking stupid to be getting Defender Strange's dead body, but not actually get Defender Strange. So we're missing Doctor Strange. We do get a regular Doctor Strange in this set. I don't know why he's not included in this lineup. But I'm pretty sure he's just the same as the smaller set, but just with a dark red cloak maybe. And now it's time to talk about Wanda. So I saved the worst for last because I have so many problems with this Scarlet Witch minifigure. I truly think Lego is just allergic to making a good Scarlet Witch minifigure. The CMF one was pretty good. It was pretty close, especially torso and legs, but everything else was a hot mess. And this one, just ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, so torso print. Brand new, looks incredible. This is a great torso. It really got all of the detail from her costume. The only thing I wish is that you can see in the movie there's like these like spikes. There's like these lines radiating out from her heart from like where the Darkhold has corrupted her. I do think Lego could have gotten that in a little bit, but I also get that it would have been hard. So I'm pretty happy with this. I love that Lego updated her crown print. I think that that is really, really great. I did not think that they could print that fine onto this piece, but it looks miles better than what they did on the CMF. Again, that being said, this is a terrible hairpiece. It was in the CMF and it still is. It's actually made a little bit even worse by the fact that they printed this nicely, because now there's even more of a gap. So now it looks even more like there's a crown made of hair on top of her actual hair. That, again, that's just inexcusable to me. I did not expect Lego to make a new mold for this set. Like, do not get me wrong. That's not what I'm asking for here. I just wish they had done better originally, because having a hairpiece this bad next to characters like Wonder Woman and Sylvie, it's just sad. But the other great thing about the figure is the new face print. I really, really like the face that Lego has made here. Yes, she's still smiling, but this isn't like that ridiculous, goofy smile that she had in the CMF. That's a more appropriate smile. You know, like it's more neutral and it fits more situations better, because Wanda definitely smiles like that, but she does not smile all like goofy and weird. And then I want to go back to the box to finish talking about her, because you can see her on the back of the box up there on top of the Sanctum. I wish I could zoom in more, but I can't get any closer. Okay, so that angry face, again, perfect. Thank you, Lego. We needed an angry face for Wanda. The only thing is they really should have hollowed out her eyes a little bit more. Like, you know how Sinister Strange has like those like hollowed, like those gaunt looking eyes. And I guess I'll just go back to the main minifigure picture because that's just easier. So Sinister Strange has like the hollowed out eyes. Wanda should have had that. She had really heavy eye makeup in this movie, and she was, like kind of like driven insane by the Darkhold. And speaking of which, the Darkhold is not in this set, which is also really stupid on Lego's part. But she should have had the hollowed out eyes to make her look, like a little bit more like Sinister Strange, like more lost, and more, like villainous. Um, and then the legs. Unprinted legs in a $250 set for the main villain of your movie and Marvel's biggest female superhero? No. Just no. That's inexcusable. Lego has no defense here. Yes, her legs don't have much detail in the movie. But like those like waist parts of her costume, like those flaps come down, like they come down across her hips. And so those should have been printed onto the hips and a little bit onto the legs, like they were on the CMF figure from WandaVision. Arm printing also would have been a huge plus here because her costume, like getting that texture to go into the arms, I don't think it was absolutely necessary, but it would have been a nice touch. And of course, the biggest thing, there's still no freaking waist cape. I mean, Lego didn't even include a regular cape, which wouldn't have made this any better, but the lack of a waist cape is just ridiculous at this point. This is the third Scarlet Witch minifigure in a row without a waist cape. Like, her costume has a little skirt. It comes down around her legs. That is a major part of the costume. Why is Lego so unable to just make a freaking cloth piece that goes on her hips and legs? Like, they make those pieces. It's not like Lego has stopped making cloth pieces that go on minifigure legs. They still make them, so why can't she get one? Like, I can't believe that we've gotten 3 Scarlet Witch minifigures, 3 of them in the last year, and not a single one of them has, like, a cloth piece for the legs. Like, I need a Lego designer to tell me what's up with that. I need them to tell me that they've somehow, like, run out of all red fabric on Earth, and that they just can't make one for her. Because at this point, it's just ridiculous. And yes, like, I know I care about this a lot more than most other people because I'm like a major Scarlet Witch fan and we went so long without getting any minifigures of her, but this is just so dumb. Like, she's literally one of the most popular superheroes on Earth right now. Even from a business standpoint, making a better Scarlet Witch minifigure would be better for you in the long run. Why does Scarlet Witch look like that and Spider-Man looks like this? Like, I mean, okay, fine, unfair comparison. Spider-Man's a bigger character, fine, but like, this is just so dumb to me. Again, and like with Ebony Maw does not need to be in this set. I would gladly take one less minifigure and just scrap Ebony Maw from this set altogether if it meant that we had a proper Wanda who actually looks good and not looks half finished. Because that's how I would describe all of the minifigures in this set. I know I've spent a ton of time talking about them, but again, I wanted to give you guys my full thoughts. And my thoughts are that the build is great. I don't want you guys to be confused about that. The build is fantastic, and that's what I'm buying the set for. But all of the minifigures here, fine, not all of them. Most of the minifigures here are unfinished. Ebony Maw doesn't have leg print. Wong doesn't have leg print. Scarlet Witch is crap. Sinister Strange has a bad hair piece. Mordo doesn't have leg print, and I think that his outfit could be a better color. Even Defender Strange, who looks really good, needed to have like white in his hair. Like, I just don't understand why it's so impossible for Lego to just give us good Marvel minifigures. And it sucks when you look at Star Wars and like all of their minifigures get like 3 new molds for a one-off figure that's going to appear in one set. So yeah, I truly think that this Sanctum set is just kind of like the height of Lego's like mediocrity with Marvel minifigures for me. Like, if we can't get great minifigures in a $250 Sanctum Sanctorum, I don't think we ever will. So that's how I feel about this set. But yeah, I do really like the build, and I don't want you guys to think that I hate this set because I do like it overall. It's just that I was really hoping that Lego would finally do right by some minifigures. So that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos covering the LegoCon reveals. And I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.